Good morning, YouTube. Good afternoon and good evening. My name is Tina and welcome to my channel, Tina's Knitting Needle. If you are a returning viewer and subscriber, thank you and welcome back. And if you are new, hey, welcome, welcome. Today should be a short video. I just finished recording a 30-minute video, and as I'm playing it back, my fan was on. So the entire time I'm talking, boom, 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 boom. So bad. So we have to do this again, which is okay. But I'm just going to try to get through it as fast as possible. Yeah. Anywho, you guys can find me on my social media handles. Everything is Tina's Knitting Needle. Bleh. I don't edit either. Tina's Knitting Needle. And on my Instagram, it's Tina's_knitting_needle. That's the only form of social media I don't upload very much. I'm still not familiar with Instagram, though I've had it for like 2 or 3 years. So I'm still kind of learning. I'll probably try to throw some pictures at the end of the week of some of the stuff that I've been making that's mostly on my TikTok. I'm mostly on TikTok. So Tina's Knitting Needle on TikTok. As I said, we're going to get through this as fast as possible because I already did this for 30 minutes. And that fan above me, and I'm trying to use my Dre beat. I'm trying to keep my tone low because I notice I kind of sound like I'm screaming in my videos. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, so forgive me. I don't mean to be sounding like that or sounding hostile. It's just I'm loud in nature. So we're trying the Dre beats to see if that'll help out lower my tone just a little bit. I am wearing my sockhead hat. I forgot the first name, something McClure, I think her name is. I'm working on a second one, but I really haven't touched it. I have touched it from here to here. I put some more. I have maybe just a little bit left to go on my other hat, but we're not going to show that one. That one is when I'm either out or I'm laying in bed watching a movie and I'm just going off the needle, not paying attention. I have not touched my Grayson Waves by Marley Bird. And I have not touched my Snowy Days by the Crochet Crab. I started a new project. I have a couple patterns I got for free from work. I work at Michael's. Oh my God, I've been there the last couple days, picking up some shifts left and right. And I already nailed the register thing. I love it. I love the people coming up to me and I'm seeing all the crafts and asking them what they're making, and it's giving me ideas to want to start new crafts, not to you know, dabble and sell, just kind of do with the kids and things like that. Yesterday's mission, which I like to call it a mission, I was shopping for shipping orders. And it was super fun just going throughout the store and finding all these items, and I get to learn the store more. Because when I go into Michael's, I straight dart for the yarn and the fabric. So I'm really not familiar with the entire store, and I've been here for 12 years in Georgia. Okay, so it was really fun. I really love this job. I enjoy it. I really do. So, but anywho, as far as acquisitions go, not much. Again, money's tight. But I did take advantage of the 40% off coupon, and I picked up 2 or 3 more clearance yarns. So I'll jump into acquisitions and then jump into the projects. In the video I recorded this morning, I did show my Sentro. We're not going to do that. I got the crank finally. I got her all lubed up with her little super O-ring. And she worked amazing. No janky, no click, 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 no forceful. I banged out 4 more hats over the last couple of days, so yay. Acquisitions. So I was able to find 1 more mint because I only had 1 from Valentine's Day. So I did pick up another mint for $3. I found these 2 Luxe Merinos for $3, and I found a 3rd mint of Luxe Merino. So now I have 3 of those, which I had these 2. So basically all of this up here was all Valentine's Day. I picked this up clearance, found these 2, and then found a 3rd. So I spent 12 bucks. And I took advantage of the 40% off. And I did say in my last video, I needed new hooks. So I went and got the pack of ergonomical hooks. I'm using the 6.5. on a project right now, And eventually I'm going to go get an 8, a 9, and a 10 because they sell them separately. They don't sell them in a pack. So they were $14.99. I paid $9.53 with my coupon. So I got a new set of hooks. They work beautifully. They're not snagging my yarn. They're not tearing it up. They're not beating it up. So whips. I like making the hexagons. And I started working on a hexagon for my 9-year-old daughter. She's pretty tall. So this is what I'm working on. The yarn is, it doesn't really have the color. It's from Hobie. But, you know, Hobie has numbers, but it's a purple. It's the Mega Ball. I've used a Mega Ball on, I think, a blanket and my duster cardigan, the gray and then half purple. So 3 more rows. This will fit her perfect. I don't plan on whip stitching, only because she does grow fast. She's going to be tall like her father, 6'1" or something like that. So I'm just going to put a single crochet. So as she gets older, I can go ahead and just, you know, pull it out, add a couple more rows, and then put it back together. So I got 3 more rows, and then this panel is done. And I'm using a 6.5 millimeter. And as I said, it's a Mega Ball. So that's it for that project. Now, I also did show that I was working on a free-handed scarf a couple weeks ago. It's like a half waffle stitch. I got super annoyed. Not that I got annoyed. I got tired of all the weaving in the ends. So I didn't weave in my ends. That I did not do. I just ended up tightening them up real tight and turning them into tassels. I took the scarf and I sewed it up here, and then I added a hoodie. 52 stitches on one side, 52 on the other. I did mess up on here because, as you can see, I'm still off by 2 or 3 rows. So it's not perfect, but it's free-handed, no pattern. Just, you know, wherever my hands went, it fit, and I just kept going. So my projects are done. I just had not yet weaved in my ends. I like to save at the end of the week weaving ends kind of day. If I don't want to crochet or read a pattern or knit, and I still want to play with yarn, I'll take that day and just start weaving in. So I have this I have to weave in. I have a couple of wash rags that is cotton, but I have plenty of cotton, so might as well. With everything in price going up, I don't want to spend $6 on 2 sponges when I can just make a couple of dish rags myself, you know, 20 minutes. So we got Karen with us today. Hi, Karen. It's not going to look the best. I don't want to pull it off. My hair is not done. I don't care. So Karen is going to be helping us out today. And there it goes. Now you can see the tassels because, again, it's dark in my room. I have to redo this because my fan was just ridiculously hovering right over me. I felt so bad listening. I got 2 minutes in and woof, 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 woof. I was like, yep, nope, we got to do this, but we're going to do it quicker this time. So there it goes. I guess they call these scooties. So I want to make this my thumbnail. There we go. And yeah, so she's super warm. It is acrylic. All the yarn here, this is Karen. One of these are Karen. I think this is a Karen 1 pound, the blue. The royal might be Karen with love. But they're all Karen. And then same thing up here. So that's how that is. It's not perfect, but it's for me. So, and all her tassels, all the longer ones has to be sewn in, as I said. So, but her tassels came out really nice. Like I said, I got tired of cutting every 4 rows. Cutting, starting, cutting, starting, cutting, starting. At that point, I was like, you know what? Free-handed, girl. Turn it into a scooty. I've been wanting one anyways, so that's that one. She's going to get officially finished with all her ends weaved in by this weekend. I'll still show it again in 2 weeks with me wearing it so you guys can see the profile of it and how the tassels are laying across my chest. But 1, 2, 3, yesterday I was very adamant when I got out of work. I needed to finish it. I wanted to have something more than just a couple of hats. because today is my 2 weeks and everybody's in school, everybody's at work. So, and I'm off today from my job, so it's perfect timing for me to just bang out this video, get it done. Let's show the cotton rags, and then I'll show the Sentro knitting, and then we're gonna wrap this up early today. So again, you guys know, I've said it numerous times, I hate cotton. And it's not that I hate cotton personally, I don't like the way it feels in my hands. It's super weird, I don't like it. But I love when we used to go to Six Flags, I'd make these long panel ones, soak them, and then put them around my neck. And that way when we're walking the park, I feel a bit cooler for about a good 10-15 minutes until they dried up, dump them again, and continue. So the ball, I don't remember what it is. I don't know if I got it from Webs. This was years ago. This was back in 2021 or 22. I'm not sure, but I think it was 21, 22. Okay, I do know that. It wasn't back when I lived on the other side of town. I was living in my pretty new ranch house, my first ranch house. Anyways, so I think I got this from Webs, or it might be Hobie. 100% cotton. They looked like thicker Zauber balls, so, but that's the yarn. Handmade bag by me. Sewn. I'm not the best at it, but it'll do. So the first one I made, I didn't really have a count. These are all free-handed. Again, sewing in my ends this weekend. This will be my wash rag then, I guess, because I didn't know how big they should be. I never really made them. So just a regular large one. And then 3, I decided that was too big of a rag. So I went from like 38 stitches down to 26 stitches. And I made 3 more. So I have to weave in my ends this weekend. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. And these will be the kitchen dish rags. Wiping up the table, dishes, and get rid of my nasty sponges, and not have to spend $6 on 2 sponges. That's it for that project. I was going to use Karen, but not today. Again, I already did this. I already spent 30 minutes, and I feel so bad as is that, you know, the fan was going off. It's now getting lighter, but if I open this, you're just going to get a huge glare, so we're not doing any of that. So the first one is Just Yarn by Premier from the Dollar Tree, and this took 2 skeins. This is 130 rows. I did this on my Sentro. So there's the first hat, and you can tell I swapped yarn. I'm still learning how to use it, but my tension was great, and she's not dropping. So now that I have a new gear, she's got the correct, again, lube, the Super O, perfect, just perfect. Of course, you're gonna have your drop stitches from time to time, and I don't know what the other stitch is called, a loose one, but for me, it was more of trying to make sure that as soon as I slipped the new skein in, that I kept up with the tension, and I did. But that first row, you know, trying to go back around. So, but she worked up pretty. The Karen swirls, excuse me, the Karen swirls, they're a hit or miss on that machine. My Karen 1 pound, when I used it as waist yarn, perfect. I even used fingering weight from the Dollar Tree, perfect, but not for adults. So, and then when you fold up the brim, that's how she looks. Super nice. It's double-sided, or pulled in, so it's doubled. That's the first one. So then again, I wanted to dabble into my Dollar Tree yarn, because I'm not going to use my expensive stuff. That I will hand knit myself. So you hear my belly growl. I'm sorry, it is breakfast time. I'm going to have a cup of coffee in a little bit, or my second cup for the day. So this is a dollar yarn, fingering weight, as you can see, and I don't think it's 100% wool. I don't have a label. This one was just a ball that was thrown and hacked, and I salvaged it. I saved it, so was super happy. But I do know it is fingering weight. It most likely is wool and nylon, because to have that stretch as well. So, but this one you really can't fold a brim unless you're putting it for a kid. But it is a man beanie, and for a woman, since we have a lot more hair, even men, if they have a lot more hair, I can't do 130. I probably have to do 170 to get just a little bit of slouch for hair. But yeah, that's my man beanie, or girl beanie, or child size beanie. Okay, And then I had a Merino Luxe that I got a year ago, that when my husband and my daughter went Mother's Day shopping, they went shopping, brought home like 3 large bags full of yarn for me. I'm just now breaking into that Mother's Day stash. Like a year later, I'm breaking into that stash because I have so much. So anyways, my daughter knows I love blue, and she found the last one. This one is the Luxe Merino by Loops and Threads. Colorway is Smoke. Real nice, double insulated as well. So, and this one ball, so you can tell when it's one skein. I don't have my breakage or a little jank, so nope. And then when you fold it back up for that brim, look how pretty. She's super nice. I'm debating on if I want to put pom-poms on my hats, and again, with everything going up, I don't know if I want to buy fox furs. So when I do put pom-poms, I make sure that I put the string long enough and tie a bow. So if you wash it, you could always unravel it, throw it in the washer, and then, you know, just take 2 needles, resew it back in and tie it. Or if you decide you want to buy a fox fur, a fox fur pom-pom, you could always, you know, take off the handmade one and pop one on yourself. But that is the 3rd one that I've done. Now the fourth one that I have, I started knitting a scarf at first, okay? And I was okay with knitting because I've been wanting this yarn for the longest. My Michaels took forever last year to get the cinnamon swirls. And when we finally got them, I picked up 2 of these, and I think I picked up 2 more other, like turtle something. No, turtle is the green one. I have a Twilight one. It's there somewhere. But anyways, as soon as my Sentro came in, I wanted to make the hat, and that's where it kept dropping, it kept snagging. And then once I got the gear in one shot, this is what I got. Look how pretty. Now I will use Karen for this one. So she is double insulated, I guess. Yeah, double knitted. Girl, come on, don't play with me. So there's the hat. Look how pretty it is. And then the scarf, let me show that first before I try to wrap it up. And I used the whole entire skein. I left maybe a foot left of leftover yarn. I went full in with the colors. You see the colors on that side. Yep. So you just take that, pull it through, and then we'll stick Karen in between. Okay. Girl, don't make this difficult for me. And there we go. Well, you get the point. There we go. And that is my Karen swirl set. This is going to be for me. There's just some things I will sell, some things I won't. And if anybody makes a request and I can find the yarn, then definitely I'll make another set. Most of the times I like to make sets first time for me. And that way when, again, people are, oh my God, that's gorgeous, I want one. Then that's where I can make my commission and work on making some more. So that's the entire set of Karen swirls. She's super beautiful, super warm. I loved it. Yep. And that's all I really have as far as the Sentro goes. Anything I started handmade, my cotton. So, like I said, I didn't touch any of the other projects. I have to read the patterns, and with the way my schedule is with Michaels, I don't care. I told them I'll do any hours, closing, opening, mid-shift. I like being there. I want to be there. So, yay. All right, and I did acquisitions. I shown this. Last but not least, a couple of projects that I got free off the shelves. Now, as I said, I have a ridiculous amount of yarn. Not yarn. I do. Cotton. I don't have a lot, but I have enough to make Frankensteins, is what I'll say. So I've been wanting to make one of these tops for quite some time, a crochet mesh sleeve. So I'm not going to use the yarn that they have. Again, expensive. but I have enough to where I can make a couple Frankensteins just to get the gist of. I haven't done a mesh pattern. My son is 8. I haven't done one in 7 years. I made a beach mesh cover up. So I really like to make this. It only gives you the small. So I did go on to the website, Karen, and I downloaded the small to medium, large to extra large. So this is something I'm hoping to cast on, hopefully in the next couple of days. The next one, because I have a lot of yarn, this will probably be a scrap sweater or basic top with sleeves. It's a granny stitch. I'm not going to, again, use the same yarn. It'll probably be a lot of yarn. I'm not looking to spend $60 to make a sweater like this. So I have a lot of scrap yarn. I just needed the setup. And this one can be for a boy or a girl, but for a boy, just don't add the ruffles. It can just be a nice boy sweater. For the girl, it can still be a sweater with ruffles at the edges or top. But girls, ruffled tee. So I figured for my son, I just, again, need the setup. I don't need to put the ruffles. I can continue here to make a 3/4 sleeve or a full, or even just make it a little longer for a boy. Stop it here. And just a regular single crochet and lengthwise and no ruffles. And for my daughter, the 9-year-old, she can get the ruffles or a 3/4 with the ruffles or a long sleeve with some wrist ruffles. So those are the 3 current projects I'm hoping to start casting on. I want to say April, especially this one I might do this weekend. I'm off this weekend. So I might start working on the mesh top or, again, I know you can do it single crochet. They call them shrugs. But again, I'm just looking to get the setups. So, and that is all I have for today. And I know it was pretty quick. Again, I've done this already. I'm kind of getting a little tired. Need to go eat some breakfast and get a cup of coffee in. And, I really needed to make sure that fan was off. You know, I've done it in my other videos. You'll see that I'm sitting here by my yarn wall, or I have a plain white wall and I'm on my bed, and you just hear woof, 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 woof. I'm so sorry. So, but anywho, there we go with the rambling like I always do. If you like what you heard and you like what you saw, please don't forget to go ahead and hit that like. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit subscribe. And every view, I'm appreciative. I really am. I'm mostly on TikTok. So if I don't have a video or short here, definitely go check out my TikTok. I think I post like every other day. Even if I'm just like, hey, I just cast this on. Can't wait to see it in a couple of days. It really helps me out, you know, build up my viewership. And I know this can't be a full-time thing. My Michaels is a full-time thing, and I enjoy every moment of it. But to be a part of the crafting community and share with you all, and to see all the beautiful things that you make, and then all coming together to just share ideas, is an amazing feeling. So I do, again, thank you for stopping by. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your week. Happy crafting, and have a great day. Bye.